Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, I wanted to give you 3 things that you can do that cost nothing or very little that you absolutely should be doing and taking advantage of if you want to heal as quickly as possible. I know what the healing journey is like. It can be really expensive. It can be really challenging to know what should you do? What's the best way to do everything? We can't get distracted with this. We need to focus on what are the core principles? What is the foundation? What are the basics? And often, a lot of the time, these basics are things that are actually very cheap, very affordable, or even free. So today I wanted to give you my top 3 tips that are free or very affordable that you should implement immediately to enhance your healing protocol and not only get you better results, but get them much faster. So the first thing on this list is probably not going to surprise you at all. And this is to optimize your sleep. Now, what this is going to look like for you could be completely different from what it looks like for me. But I'm going to run you through some basics. These are some things that cost me very little money to do, and they have profoundly increased the speed at which I'm healing. So the first is that we need to improve your sleeping environment. So what this looks like for me is every night I sleep with an eye mask over my eyes to make it as dark as possible. And I use earplugs as well, so I can't hear anything. I have quite a sensitive nervous system, and little noises or things in the night can wake me up. And if I can get like a solid 8 hours, it is completely different from having an 8 hour sleep where I woke up 2 or 3 times in the night. The level of mental clarity, the level of health, the level of positive emotion that I feel is completely different. It could also be worth trying to black out your room. Ours isn't completely blacked out, but we bought some curtains. They were like 17 euros from IKEA, so not really that expensive, and considering the return on investment that you're going to get, definitely worth the money. The other thing that I would add to a sleep routine is some kind of grounding or earthing equipment. If you're going for the most cheap budget option, it will cost you about 30 euros, 30 pounds, something like that. This is a grounding cable. You basically plug it into the socket in the wall, and it connects to the grounding rod that's in the center of your house that connects it to the earth, and it attaches to like a little wrist strap or a little cable that goes around your ankle. And this keeps you grounded the whole time you're sleeping. The amount of antioxidants that your body is going to receive during this night of sleep is more than all of the antioxidants that you could take in the whole day. Even if you're downing like vitamin C, you're downing green juice, you're drinking all of these things. Even if you did like an IV with antioxidants, vitamin C, glutathione, you're going to get more from being grounded while you sleep than all of that combined. And it's a one-off purchase. You buy it once, it's like 30 euros. You have it forever. It will last you. I've had mine for nearly 10 years now, and it still works perfectly fine. So it costs you almost nothing, and it's going to give you returns on your investment for years to come. Other thing that you can do to improve your sleep, I found this works really well for me and works very often for a lot of other people, is try to not eat so close to going to bed. I try to aim to have at least 4 hours between my last meal and the time that I'm planning to fall asleep. This has significantly improved the quality of my sleep and literally costs me absolutely nothing. So don't neglect these things that cost very little in the grand scheme of things or are absolutely free. The next thing, number 2, is fasting. Fasting literally saves you money because you're not eating anything during the day. It literally is saving you money. And the thing about fasting is it is the most fundamental healing mechanism that we have access to. All of nature has access to this. You don't see a rhino doing a juice cleanse. You don't see a giraffe doing a coffee enema. You don't see a cheetah going in the sauna. You know, all of these animals, they don't have access to all these things, but they can all fast. Whenever an animal doesn't feel well, whether it has an injury or if it gets food poisoning or whatever it is, it will just stop eating. And when the body is in a fasted state, it regenerates and restores itself. It detoxes at an insanely high rate. You see increases in human growth hormone. You see improvements in insulin sensitivity. It is fundamentally one of the best healing modalities that we have access to, and it costs absolutely nothing. It is accessible to everyone, and almost nobody uses it. When I tell people that I will usually fast 36 hours one time every single week, they think I am insane. But the thing is, I think that anyone that doesn't incorporate fasting at least once a month, they're the ones that are insane, not me, because this is one of the most powerful and accessible modalities that we have available to us. And it is completely free. And third on our list today, we have learning. Learning is what is going to set you free. The reason that you're stuck with the current health problems that you have, or whatever it is, maybe it's a financial problem, maybe it's a relationship problem, maybe it's something else entirely. The solution literally already exists. There's somebody on this earth that has already had the same problem that you're experiencing now, and they solved it. They figured it out. And there's a good likelihood that they're talking about how they did it on YouTube, or they've posted a blog article somewhere. So if you can dedicate yourself to doing a little bit of research every single day to figure out how did other people overcome this problem that I am currently facing, you're going to get yourself that much closer to it. And with age that we're currently in, the age of information, you have access to information at the tip of your fingers. You can just Google it. You can ask AI, you can search YouTube. The information is there. So it's really important that you utilize this as much as possible. And this is completely free. I actually have a bonus point for you today. So we're going 3.5. I'm going to give you one extra. And this is some sort of mindfulness or meditation practice. And we could even enhance this by turning it into a manifestation practice. I know this might sound a little bit crazy, but literally, like, who cares? Like, you've got nothing to lose. This isn't going to cost you anything. And maybe you'll say that you don't, but even the busiest person has 15 minutes in a day. If it's really important to them, they can find 15 minutes. And the power of manifestation activities is absolutely out of this world. I have firsthand experience being in a state of chronic illness and dysfunction and visualizing this state where I'm healthy and I'm traveling and I'm on an adventure. And a couple of years after doing this meditation practice every single day for about 6 weeks, I was walking along the side of this valley and I thought, I just got this ripple of like this shivers all the way through my body. And I was like, oh my God, I've been here before. I've felt this. And this was the exact moment that I felt in my manifestation experience. I could feel the heavy weight of the backpack on my shoulders. I could feel the trigger points, the knots from all the walking in my legs, this sense of contentment and happiness that I'd made it to this point in my journey. I experienced that years before when I was doing these manifestation style activities. And this is how I was able to manifest the healing outcome that I did. And it costs you nothing. So anytime this thought that comes up in your mind, I need to heal, but it's too expensive, but I can't afford it, throw that out because it's not going to get you anywhere. Healing doesn't happen to people by accident. It happens to people that decide that they're going to heal, and then they will bend the whole universe to make it happen. Your body wants to heal. The universe wants you to heal, and you have to look for that. You have to find these opportunities. Stop finding excuses to stay stuck. There's always something that you can do. And hopefully these 3.5 things that I shared with you today that are completely free or very, very accessible will help you take that giant leap towards healing or whatever it is that you are in search of in your life. That's everything for me today. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. But take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.